Willie Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be here this morning. I got something to talk to you all about. I think it's kind of very important. I want to start out by saying that there's three things I want to talk about right now: sin, hate, and fear. And the reason I want to talk about them three things is because these are the things that when preachers, I'm not calling no names, when they get, when you hear them, you go to their church, when you listen to them on the website, they speak about this stuff. One, I want to talk about hate. Is God didn't develop hate for us. That's something that man and women develop hate and jealousies on their own. God never had to send no commandments down here to go to earth because God never created that. God never created hate. God allowed us with our own free will for us to enter into or have whatever we want to have on our own. God never had to send no commandments down here on earth to govern its creation. God, it's almost like, I'm going to come back to this, but I want to say that it's almost like you invented the Mercedes Benz, okay? Some people going to like the car, some people going to hate the car. But you're not creating hate because you created the Mercedes Benz. You just created something that you really like, you really enjoyed, and you thought it was magnificent. You thought it was perfect, okay? And you brought it into existence. And that's on a human level, okay? When God created us human beings, God created us to be human beings. God felt that everything was beautiful, everything was correct. Us as humans, we the one who worry about what somebody got. We worry about somebody look better than us, or somebody body better than ours. We as human beings, we wreck our minds with these things. We wreck our minds with we can't never be happy with what we have. We always taught as human beings, don't be complacent with what you got. Get more, get more. So now they're being programmed in our mind, not by God, but other human beings. We got to realize when human beings is doing things, we can't associate our human existence on the thing that God have done for us. We have to realize the things that God have done for us, they've been perfect, they've been flawless, they without mistakes. We as human beings, when we make mistakes, we can't go back and say, well, God the one created all this stuff, so God know that we not gonna be perfect, but God did make us perfect because God took the time to make every single person their own way. Both male and female God. When God bring you in the world, it's only one of you. You created better than a Bugatti. It's only one of you. A Rolls Royce have nothing on you. It's only one of you. Diamonds don't define who you are as a human being. Once God get finished creating you, it's only one of you. We have to understand what God doing and what human beings do. Human beings created a book, which is witchcraft, which is the Bible. It got curses in there. If you don't follow that, you got people threatening you, saying if you don't do these things that was written by man and women of the earth, they saying you going to hell, the lake of fire. God didn't create us like that. God created water, land, the sun, the moon, the stars. All this stuff could be devastating to us if God wanted to strike us with that. But God let us know how great they are, both male and female, while we walk around yet in the body, without scaring us to death. We got to realize we have a loving and caring God. Our God is not built on scaring you. Our God don't raise us like human beings raise their kids, just like a man. He might feel his son ain't tough enough, so he want to slap him around, whoop him and stuff. Just like some women want to beat their kid, saying, "I'm not raising no girl. I'm raising a man." And slap the kid around a little bit, beat the kid up a little bit, which I feel like none of that is necessary. God have already put in us what we going to be. Only thing we have to do just nurture it and groom it and let it grow. And let it turn into what it gonna turn into, you know? Another thing I want to talk about, sin. It's no such thing as sin. Nothing, it never was sin. God never created sin. Sin is something that men and women created from that witchcraft book, which is the Bible. The laws that govern the earth, that's supposed to be sin. That show you right then and there that men and women created that. Because if God wanted us to go by 10 commandments, or any commandments at all, God would have put that in our brains. It would have been impossible for us not to go by. We have to realize that I don't care how intelligent we is here on earth. We've been fooled by other people here more intelligent than us. We got to realize we live in a human existence here. And therefore, it ain't no such thing as sin. Anytime a person saying you a sinner and you got to confess your sin, that's a part of ritual. You got to offer incense and stuff. It's a ritual. If you a sacrifice for sin, it's a ritual. That we all got to realize all that demonic, and that's not of God. God never want us to sacrifice nothing to show us that we love God. You know, to show them that we love them by killing something that they created. You know, we shouldn't do that. That's barbarian. Anytime you take something, life or something, they're showing that you don't have no love for humanity. If you're killing an animal, whatever you're killing, you don't have no. You're not humane. You something else. And it's not lining up with God, because God do not create us that way. I wanted to touch on fear. God would never put fear into their creation. For God love. It's just like you. I'm gonna use a natural example when I say this, and then I'm gonna explain it a little bit more. It's just like when God like you have an offspring, you have a kid. Now, if you got a kid, you're not gonna put fear in your kid so your kid will love you. Because your kid, that's not love. Your kid would be scared of you. Your kid will be scared of you, and it's a difference in love and being fearful of someone. Love and fear is not the same. That's why you see people in abusive relationship, and the man smacking the woman around, and he talking about, I do this because I love you. He don't do that because he love you. He do that because he trying to control her. He do that because he want her to be fearful of her. He do that because everything that he say, he want her to go along with it. So he slap all around. That's not love. The same way if you have a kid and you beating the kid, you whooping the kid, beating the kid, then you threaten to shoot them when they get big enough they can't get them. That's not love. That's fear. That's not of God. God love us. God love us so much. God gave us water. He gave us food. God, I'm talking about we didn't have to buy this stuff. It was given to us freely. He gave us the air to breathe. He gave us the body so we can house our soul. He gave us a soul so we can house it with the physical body. So that ain't nothing but love. We got to understand, just because a person reading out a witchcraft book don't mean that they telling you the truth about God. We got to realize the Bible is not God's spoken word. Once we realize that, we can start doing better. God gave us what we need. He gave us common sense and he gave us a mind. Our mind is to learn the things that human beings do here on earth and don't get caught up with it. Our common sense the one to check the things that the human being come with saying it's intelligent. Our common sense is for to check that. So we use the things that God gave us through our human existence, we'll be okay. Can't get in all these religions here on earth because they're not of God. They of something else. Hi, my name is Willie Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks for you all tuning in and subscribing to my channel. May the living God keep you and bless you in everything that you would want to accomplish. And let's hold on to the true God, the one who created the sun, the moon, the stars, the water, the land. Let's hold on to that God and not these gods that man have written down in these biblical books, giving you their opinion and telling you not to go on your opinion. What's the difference reading a Bible and saying that's opinion of something that somebody done wrote down in that book? It didn't come from you. It didn't fall from, it wasn't placed in your brain. So you know that some man or some woman opinion that they have brought forth. So what's the difference of taking their opinion and saying that this is the truth, then sticking with your own opinion that God done allow you to see throughout your life, allow you to see these things unfold in real time? Hi, my name is Willie Robert Thomas. Thanks, and keep subscribing to my channel, and may the living God bless you and keep you. Bye-bye.